Good evening all. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Aishwarya and today I am the sergeant at arms for the meeting. On behalf of EXCOM members, I invite you all to the 227th meeting of Bombay Toastmasters. Before we proceed, I would like to read. Before we proceed with the meeting, a little information. Drinking water is to the right on the table, and also downstairs to the left, and also the washroom is downstairs to the left. May I request all to take 10 seconds and just put their noise making devices on the silent or switch off. May I also request everyone to refrain from talking as it disturbs the speaker and the people around you. In case you have to take a call, just wait for the applause of the speaker to finish speaking and then you can go out and take the call. I would now read the Toastmasters Club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I would like to call the president, who is a foodie, who is a cycle lover, and who hates women who drives. Please give a round of applause and welcome Mr.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening. That's better. Once again, please. All noise-making devices on silent mode. We would not like the speakers to be disturbed during their speech. Request all of you all to ensure that your mobiles are in silent mode, please. Okay. Last Thursday, it was about 6:20 in the morning as I stepped out of the house for my morning walk. Must have walked about barely 400 meters and the downpour started. It was bliss, honestly, as we were craving for the rains in this hot weather, and the rainfall finally opened up on us. As has been my tradition, I always start off by singing songs to myself. However, the audience, the public at large would feel. So I started off with my favorite Rinjim Gire Savan by Panchabla and was enjoying myself in the rains. That day, I walked for an hour and I was completely drenched and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Take this as an example and try it. You will enjoy getting drenched in the rain when you go. But in the city, we all look for the rains thinking that yes, we have got some respite from the heat. It led me to read more about the monsoons in India, and Wikipedia threw up some interesting facts. Monsoons account for 80% of our rainfall in the country. Indian agriculture, which accounts for 25% of the GDP and employs 70% of the population, depends heavily on the rains for growing crops like cotton, oilseeds and coarse grains. A delay of a few days in the arrival of the monsoons can badly affect the economy, as evidenced in the numerous droughts we had in the 90s. Let us all hope and pray for a normal monsoon this year across the country. Neither floods nor droughts anyway. While we in the city may not know what goes on in the hinterland, it is the farmers who grow food for us who are bearing the brunt of the monsoon, be it positive or negative. For his sake, we need a healthy rainy season, and I hope and pray that we have a normal monsoon this year. With this, let us begin the proceedings of meeting 227. See, a lot of guests today. We had many guests and we have still not completed the registration, which is extremely nice. So would like to invite a total of 3 guests, okay, and take a minute to tell us something about yourself, what brought you here, your name, yourself, and what brought you here. Starting with the lady. Yeah, why not?
Hello everybody, I'm Gauri. I work for Access Bank. I'm part of their process quality team and we work on projects that revolve around improving the business processes. I heard about Toastmasters. I had heard about it because a friend of mine who was a member in Bangalore, and I heard about it right now through a common contact. So I thought I must go and at least attend one of the sessions and see how it works for me. So that's how I'm learning. I'm really looking forward. Thank you.
At Toastmasters, it is customary that we shake hands to give control or take back control of this. Someone from this side, please.
Hi, hello all Toastmaster guests. My name is Vaibhav Pardari. I'm from Mumbai. Presently, I'm pursuing my postgraduate program in management from IIM Amritsar. And currently I'm here in Mumbai for my summer internship. But last year we were trying to set up the Toastmaster club in our college. So one of my classmates, he knew about the procedure. So we did the 3 demo meetings there, and it was wonderful. And so the interested student, we were in different cities, so we are visiting the Toastmaster clubs to get the more insight of it, and probably hope after going back we will start the Toastmaster there. And thanks.
Another IIM, I never knew there was an IIM, that's honestly. Someone else? Someone from this side? Yes, please.
Good evening everybody, I am Akshay. I'm currently a chartered accountant student and I'm also an aspiring writer. So I heard this about Toastmasters from a friend of mine. And I thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to improve my communication skills. So I'm here for that same reason. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshay. You share the second name with someone who is revered in the stock market. I hope you are related to him.
I wish to be.
Let me start with by introducing the grammarian for today, who is going to keep a check on the usage of language. May I please invite Toastmaster Mohit, the grammarian.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything said during the meeting and to note and report any particularly effective uses of grammar and or any grammatically incorrect instances of usage during the meeting. As grammarian, it is also my duty to present the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is abstemious, which means restraint, especially when it comes to wining and dining. An example of this would be being abstemious diners, they avoided restaurants with buffets. All speakers, including guests, are encouraged to use the word of the day during the speeches that they present today. I will give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report and call upon during the meeting. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Mohit. Abstemious. something, this word doesn't apply to me. Let me be very honest about it, I'm miles away from it. Well, to take us through the journey today, we have a Toastmaster who has enthralled us with some spooky stories and is a financial giant. He works for a financial giant, so he himself is a financial giant, and he is into boxing as well. So before he punches me out, please welcome Toastmaster Rahul. Rahul has announced that he is going to award this book to the best speaker for today. The book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. So may the best
Toastmasters and guests, wherever I have reached in my life today is not just by chance, but by the choices made by me at some point of time. And believe you in me, good choices are hard to come by, but easy to live with. And bad choices comes easily, but hard to live with. And we are all free to the point of making a choice. But once we make the choice controls the chooser, and we have no more choice. We are all free to the point of making the choice, but once we make the choice controls the chooser, and we have no more choice. But the big question is everything in life within our control? Yes or no? Is everything in life within our control? No. I have not choose my parents, but that's the way it is. There are some people who are born deformed. What bad did they do? If this is the color of my skin, that's the way it is. And my height is this, I cannot be 6 foot 10. As they say, you cannot choose the card that are dealt to us, but what we can choose is how to play the game. We cannot change the direction of the wind, but we can choose how to sail. And when God gives us the line, it's our choice, whether to cry about it or to make a lemonade. Dear Toastmasters and guests, today's meeting theme is on choices and compromises. And during the course of this meeting, I will walk you through many stories. Some are pertaining to me and some which I've read. And by the end of the meeting, I hope that we all believe that life is all about choices and compromises. With this, I will like to call upon my first role player who is going to help me in assisting today's meeting. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Tanmay, who is playing the role of an actor. Toastmaster Tanmay, please explain the duties of an actor.
My duty as our counter is to listen attentively to each speaker. Make a note of the following used by the speaker. The crutch sounds are filler words, but, like, so, okay. Filler phrases, you know, and so. Extremely long pauses. When called upon, my report will give an account of these speaking errors.
Now I would like to call upon my second role player who is playing the role of a timer. So I request Toastmaster Saurabh to please come forward and explain the duties of a timer.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and as a timer, my duty is to prepare speeches, table topics, speeches, and speak evaluations during this meeting. When a speaker reaches the minimum time allotted, I will display the card. When a speaker reaches the midpoint of time range allotted, I will display the yellow card. When a speaker reaches the end of his allotted time, I will display the red card. The speaker has 30 seconds place time before the green or after the red card is displayed to the end the speech in order to qualify for the vote. I will report qualifying times when called for. Thank you. Over to you.
Today's meeting meeting is going to happen in two parts. The first section is called prepared speeches, where members will come and deliver the speech on the speech objectives. And the second segment is called evaluation, where evaluators will give the feedback to the speakers, what they like about the speech and what are the areas for improvement. Evaluation sheets are there on the desk, so the members as well as guests can give their feedback to the speaker during the break. With this, I'll start with the proceedings of the meeting. 4 years, my Toastmaster journey started approximately 4 years back, right at this meeting. And 4 years before, when I was all set to hear my first speech from the competent communication manual, and meeting had already started, and I was waiting for my turn, I got one SMS. And in that SMS it was mentioned that I lost my uncle. Believe me, for 2 minutes I was completely blank. I was not knowing what to do. There were two choices in front of me: to walk to the Toastmaster on the day and tell him that this thing had happened and walk out of this meeting. And there was a second choice where I could have stayed back and continued with the meeting. Guess which one I would choose? I would choose the second. There are no easy choices in life. There are no easy decisions in life. Easy decisions in life are between what's right and what's wrong. Those are the easy decisions. And the tougher ones are between what's right and what's more wrong, or what's more right, or what's wrong and what's more wrong. Those are the tougher decisions in life. And sometimes you will have to take that tough decisions in life. So my first speaker has already taken the decision to deliver his first speech from the competent communication manual. He is the insurance person, insurance man by profession. Before I invite him, I request a speech evaluator to read the objectives of Project One speech.
Good evening. Toastmaster Mahesh, attending P1 from his competent communication, and the objectives are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. Time 4 to 6 minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratibha. As I said, as Manish was introducing me as a financial giant, so this is another financial giant, Toastmaster, approximately having 17 years of experience. He is a hardcore insurance guy, and he is a hardcore cricket finance guy. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Mahesh. The title is The Battle Within. The Battle Within, Toastmaster Mahesh.
Good evening, guests, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Mahesh Agrawal. I have completed 39 years on this planet. I started my journey 17 years back as a programmer in a startup firm during the year 1999, and traveled the journey to reach in SBI General Insurance as Deputy Vice President managing core insurance application. I am honored with master's degree in commerce, postgraduate diploma from Symbiosis, and software engineering from JUN IIT. Throughout my life, I have been a go-getter with ambitious career goals. Happy is the man who finds a true friend. A far happier is the person who finds a true friend in his wife. I am happily married with Bharti, who is a chartered accountant. We are blessed with two adorable princes. Studying in with pure mind love. However, life hasn't been smooth sailing. For years together, I fought the battle within. The battle started way before I was born, when my father's partnership firm came to an end in South Mumbai. It made more than lakhs rupees loss. It was during the period 1974 when there was a railway strike, which was impacted. 20 lakh workers were on strike. It carried on for 20 days. But he didn't give up. He searched for more businesses around. But finally, he went to a job to ensure that the basic necessities of the families are met. The battle was still on. There was tremendous pressure the day I was born. 10th July 1978. God showered heavy rains, and for the first time in a city of Akola, there was a flood. There was rain everywhere. The hospital was submerged with 2 feet of waters. There was no doctor. There was no electricity. Can you guess a movie? A famous movie? Yes, where Rancho had to deliver a baby boy in extreme condition. It was similar to that. As both my parents were working, I didn't got proper attention. And I was always an average student. Studies didn't excite me up till age 14. Then, finally, things started working differently for me. My uncle showed me spiritual path with meditation and with motivation. I started to see a vibrant future in myself. I not only graduated with first class, but I completed my engineering with distinction. However, the battle was still on. It took me 6 months to join a company, a first breakthrough. And even before I could stand on my legs, my father got heart attack. And he underwent a bypass surgery. That resulted into financial crunch. There was pressure at work as well as home. I started to work long hours, including weekends, leaving behind all the funds, happiness, friends behind me. I started to grow a trust within myself, a sense of achievement through work, hard work, pressure, and handling the work pressure, and the battle within helped me. Today, I am here. I've got more than 12 promotions, more than 10 awards in my professional life, managed more than 200 resources, implemented greenfield implementation for insurance giants. I am here today in Toastmaster to gain my public speaking, overcome the stage fear. I know I have a lot to say, and I am here to learn how to say it well. Over to you, Toastmaster.
I think some of us are already standing, but for the benefit of guests, let me say that the speaker who completes his project one speech in a confident communication manner, we as a Toastmasters give him a standing event. So kindly. Please take 30 seconds to give the feedback to Toastmaster Mahesh. Please take 30 seconds to give feedback to Toastmaster Mahesh. Okay, we'll begin now. How many of you have been involved in martial arts? Anybody is involved in martial arts? I don't. Martial art person will know. Right from day one, they will teach you the basic stuff. You know what is basic stuff? How to block and punch. Block and punch. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, they will still teach you the basic stuff. Block and punch. Why? Because they realize that if this person has to be in the street fight and he has to think to block and punch, guess what will happen? They want to bring that block and punch into this reflex action. And who will know well than the next speaker, Toastmaster Namita, who is already a black belt in martial arts. Toastmaster Namita is going to attempt her Project 9 speech from the Competent Communication Manual. And before inviting Toastmaster Namita, I request Toastmaster Parag to read the objectives of Project 9.
The speaker is attempting her Project 9 from Competent Communication Manual, Persuade with Power. The objectives are persuade listeners to adopt your viewpoint or ideas or to take some action, appeal to the audience's interests, use logic and emotion to support your position, avoid using notes. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster. The biggest discipline of martial art is what this is, not only martial art, any sports. If you have to do the right thing, it must come automatically. If you have to think to do the right thing, you will never able to get it. That is one particular learning from sport. With this, I will invite Toastmaster Namita to give her Project 9 speech from the Competent Communication Manual. I still don't know whether I will be able to pronounce it rightly, but she is Taekwondo black belt. So please help me to welcome Toastmaster. Project 9 is That's It by Toastmaster.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good evening. It's been long since I stood here last, and it feels like a P1 speech. And I'm seeing so many new faces that I'm almost tempted to reintroduce myself. My name is Namita Kathuria. I was born and brought up in New Delhi. I graduated and post-graduated in economics. I'm currently working as an economist with an investment bank. I would request each and every one of you to make this speech a little special one. Not just for me, but for you also. For this, I need your utmost attention and full enthusiasm. So do I have your support?
Yes.
Thank you. Could you raise your hand if this is applicable to you? How many of us over here work in a typical 9-hour shift or are sitting for most part of our day? Can I have? Thank you. How many of us over here feel stressed during 1 or twice a day? Traffic jam also. How many of
some or the other body pain in our body right now. So if somebody asked me these 3 questions a year back, my hand would have been raised for all 3 of them. In fact, my hand has been raised for the past 8 years. The repercussions of working for long periods of hours without any exercise were first felt when I had a mild neck pain and a lower back pain. I thought it's simple, it's just a mild neck pain. My colleagues told me, yeah, even I have one, just forget about it. But the pain persisted. Then a friend of mine suggested, Nami, why don't you restart your yoga? Good suggestion. With all gusto, I took out my dusted mat, cleaned it, and started with an intense yoga exercise. And boom, it happened. The shot of pain that I felt in my neck that day, I will never forget it. But being an economist that I am, we base most of our models on assumptions. So I based this event also on an assumption that it was a one-off event and the pain will go off if I just took a few days off from office. The pain persisted for many days. While my boss was getting impatient at one stand, I started getting worried about the sudden numbness that I got in my upper part of my arms. After this, one thing led to the other. A doctor's visit, an MRI checkup, and I hope nobody has to ever go through that. Several blood tests. I was so convinced that I was suffering from something big that I'm not aware of. And the test did say that I'm suffering from a severe deficiency of vitamin D3 and B12. That's it. Just vitamin D3 and B12. These deficiencies had impacted my life to an extent where I was unable to move for a period of time. So if I were you, I would listen to this very carefully. Vitamin D3 deficiency can cause lack of clear thought, which I think I still have. It can lead to unannounced fatigue. You could just be active and suddenly feel so tired. It could lead to bone fractures. And if this is not alarming enough for you, let me tell you a few of the symptoms of vitamin B12 deficiencies. It can cause nerve-related problems such as numbness or problems in walking. It can also cause a vision loss. It can also cause mental problems such as depression, memory loss, or sudden behavior changes. It is then I realized how these deficiencies were playing such a large part in my day-to-day life, and how just a mild neck and a lower back pain has such deep roots. Now what's more surprising is the doctor's prescription. You would be guessing some steroids, huh? He gave me some generally known supplements, vitamin supplements, some mild exercises on a daily basis, and some sunshine. I think it's important for us people staying in cities, especially in Mumbai, to know that we are not no more in school, where it's made mandatory for you to go out and play, a form of exercise. We are no longer staying in a tribal state wherein if a tiger came towards you, at least you could run. I couldn't even walk. We are no longer naive enough to not be responsible of our own body. So for those people who raised their hands in the beginning of the speech, I saw quite a few. It is you, I say, and I want to give you a response loud and clear. Will you go out for a daily walk and soak in some sunshine? Yes? Yes. Awesome. Will you make exercise a part of your daily routine? It could be as simple as cycling, going over a morning walk and singing your heart out. Yes? Yes. Thank you. Will you listen to your body more intently and take care of it? Yes? I accumulate that first. That's it.
Let's take 5 seconds to give feedback to Toastmaster Namita. Okay, we start. Surgeon looking forward to his daughter's fate. Once in the lifetime event. Proud daddy ready in his tuxedo welcoming the guest. And the call comes. And the person on the other side says, Doc, we know it's your daughter's wedding today. And it's also Sunday. We try to reach out every doctor in the town. But nobody's available. And we have the accident person coming at EOS, and he is bleeding profusely. If you don't reach here within 30 minutes, he is dead. What will the proud daddy do in this taxi? He goes. Does that mean he loves his daughter any less? No. But if the person's value system is clear, decision making becomes much more easier. And there are no easy decisions in life. Easy decisions in life are, as I said earlier, between what's right and what's wrong. Those are the easy decisions in life. The tougher ones are between what's right and what's wrong. Right. My second speaker, Toastmaster Hasnain, who will know it better, where he has chosen to compromise his biggest dream of buying a big house for his family's short requirements. Before I call Toastmaster Hasnain, I'll request his evaluator to read the objectives of ACS 1 speech.
The speaker is presenting the project 1 from the entertaining speaker manual. He has been given 5 to 7 minutes to entertain the audience. Entertaining doesn't mean only funny, but also to help the audience enjoy in a message that relates to his interests, personal experiences, and organize his speech for maximum impact. All the best.
I asked Toastmaster Hasnain one interesting thing about him, and he said, he's interested in many things, but his interests are for a very short period. So all female fans, please make a note of this. Now I request Toastmaster Hasnain to please come forward, attempting his ACS 1 speech from the Advanced Communication Manual. Please give him a very big hand. Speech title is Positive Thinking Toastmaster. The Positive Thinking Toastmaster is Toastmaster Hasnain.
Helen Blanchard, the first woman president of Toastmasters International, once famously said, when you do get out of Toastmasters, all that you can get out of Toastmasters, you'll never want to get out of Toastmasters. Sure. Toastmasters teaches you wonderful speaking skills. Toastmasters also teaches you how to become a better leader. But the one thing that I'm convinced that Toastmasters does better than anybody else or any other organization is leaves you with a conviction that with a little bit of pruning and polishing, prodding and pushing, you too can become a far superior man. Speaker after speaker, especially during the International Speech Contest, will come up on their days and tell you how resourceful you really are. How easy it is to rise above your circumstances, and how you can transform your universe merely by changing your thoughts. In effect, how marvelous you can be only if you gave yourself the permission to be and started thinking positively. After one such uplifting Toastmasters Club meeting, tucked in my elegantly undulating belly, and put a spring in my stride and made my way homeward. Actually, stationward on my way to home, determined to think positively and live to the fullest my miraculously transformed world. When I reached the station, I realized that my train was 20 minutes late. As if on cue, a stray dog ambled by and took an interest in my leg. I aimed a solid kick at his midriff, and just as I was about to unleash it, the voice of the first speaker of the evening, I think it was Anand Kumar, rang in my ears. Have an attitude of gratitude and always think positively. So I cancelled that earth-eating program and decided to survey as suggested with an attitude of gratitude all the surroundings. So I was very thankful when I saw the legless beggars, the squatters on the tracks, and the not so abstemious samosa eaters. Thank God, I said, thank God. Eventually the train did come, and I was transported miraculously by a wave of humanity and found myself submerged in a sea of stenches which were emanating from every possible orifice. Thank God, I was so grateful. I was so grateful I could have prostrated in prayer at that moment. It was only the press of people that prevented me from doing so. When my station eventually came, I was transported equally miraculously and abruptly back onto the platform number 2 in a sea of receding tides, like flotsam on the beach, with my face down on the platform and a couple of teeth missing. Time for me to blow the day. But that inspirational speaker, P10, Sushmita Chokle's words rang in my ears. Always be positive. It is your physical state which determines your psychological state. So smile and transform your world. Now, there was nothing that I understood about that speech, but I put on a wide smile on my face. I picked up what remained of my shattered body, my battered ego, my tattered clothes, and my scattered belongings, and I made my way homewards towards the welcoming arms of my family. Technology has made me very close to my family. My wife and I are wirelessly and tirelessly connected to each other all the time. So it was with little surprise and great anticipation that I triumphantly received a message on my WhatsApp as I was ascending the last flight of stairs. And I was wondering, should I open it right now or should I wait until I was comfortably seated in my home? But curiosity won, and so I kind of electronically equivalent, I tore open the envelope and I read, get 2 packets of milk and 1 packet of bread. And I replied, I love you too, and attached the icon of a beating heart, positive. I raced down the stair with a song on my lips and a bad flutter in my heart to do the needful, to be somehow of service to my family. I made those purchases cashlessly and hot-footed it right back up the 7th flight of steps, all the while keeping that smile on my face, and with many musical tones rang the bell. My loving wife opened the door, my heart beat even faster, and I collapsed into her arms. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in the intensive cardiac care unit of a hospital. Next to my bed was a table on which rested a vase with many red roses. And hovering above me was a massive doctor who looked dangerously like Toastmaster Sunil, and he's looking at me and he's telling me, it is your thoughts that shape your universe. What you thought was the mad flutter in your heart was actually a mild heart attack. And then he laughed uncontrollably at his own joke. After some time, he wiped his ears and he told me, smile more often. Don't worry. Be like a proton, always positive. And he left. I smiled. Then, with all the strength that I could muster, I threw the flower vase at the door. It felt nice. Very nice.
I wanted to say this, so few weeks back, Astem invited me for a new Toastmaster club, which is forming in Tirana. And that day I saw a person playing 3 roles. He was the Toastmaster of the day, he played the role of president, and he played a role of general evaluator, and one more role of being a photographer, official photographer. So as they say, some of the greatest heroes in the world have never been recorded in the history. And Toastmaster Astem, I think you are one of the greatest. Feedback to Toastmaster Astem. Okay, so now I request Toastmaster Saurabh Timer to present his timing review.
Toastmaster Manish, 5-minute connected. Toastmaster Nita, 6-minute 46. And Toastmaster Asad, 6-minute 37.
Okay, for all the speakers, 37. So all the speakers have qualified. So you have a ballot in front of you. So you need to select between Toastmaster Manish, Toastmaster Namita, and Toastmaster Hassan. Thank you, Toastmaster. I have asked this one question to many decision makers, that what is one thing that makes the organization more productive? And guess what everybody has said? Everybody has came up with this one word, and this one word is attitude. People say that if people have better attitude, quality bottom line will go up. And the most important word today in English language is the word attitude. And there was a fellow traveler. Next to him was a young lady. She was wedding a wedding man in her wrong finger. After some time, he could not resist himself and asked, "Why are you wearing a wedding band in your wrong finger?" And she said, "I married a wrong man." I asked this one question to the next speaker, who is going to give a motivational speech. And he said, I asked this pertaining to one particular thing on choices and compromises. And he said, that attitude is the most important thing in life. Next speaker is a corporate lawyer and a singer by heart. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Kirit, who is going to give a motivational speech. He is going to deliver his advanced leadership bronze project. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Kirit. Title is Motivating People. Motivating people by Toastmaster Kirit. Thank you.
Guys, nobody's getting motivated with the word of the day. Absolutely yes. But we try. Alright, so I think everybody seems quite motivated already. We had a wonderful speech by Hassan with Namita as well. Our P1 speech was pretty motivating itself. So what I'll do instead is really talk about what Toastmaster International thinks motivation motivation is all about. Through my own journey of these last 3 years and some of my own experiences around motivation. One of the first things Toastmasters International says that motivation is about understanding people or understanding each other. What does that mean in terms of the Toastmasters contest? So back in the days when I just joined Toastmasters, I remember I was writing my previous speech. My mentor back then was Mohit from TCS Toastmasters, who's also a former area director, division director as well. And I sent him my speech, new to the whole experience. I was excited, nervous, what have you. And he wrote back to me and he said that, why did you call me? I want to discuss your speech with you. And I was like, why does he want to discuss my speech? It's just like a previous speech, some tidbits about my personal life. What does he want to know? But he insisted, he said, no, you have to call me. I want to know what's written about your speech. I said, okay, fine. I called him that evening. And then he told me that, look, I wanted to understand your perspective before I could give you my own perspective on your speech. And I thought it was quite big for a people speech, but that's what really he said it meant. And he said that I also wanted to give you a perspective of how it could be perceived by an audience. And although I've always been writing, I never thought about it in that sense. I thought whatever I wrote would have been understood by the audience the same way. But he opened my eyes to that extent. But more importantly, coming back to the understanding point, he wanted to ensure that just by writing that email to me with his pointers, there was no misunderstanding or misinterpretation of what he was really trying to tell me between us. And obviously we had a great mentor-mentee relationship after that. He's really the reason I could go all the way to the division level contest after that. I don't think I've given him enough credit for that. I think he spoke about some of the other great mentors in other clubs as well. Can we have a huge round of applause for all the great mentors? Toastmasters does this wonderful thing to all of you, and I have taken that upon myself as well. Even now when I get people speeches, you're always tempted to just write back, there's a shortage of time, people write to you, last minute, but I at least request that can we talk? If there's less time, I'll send you my points, but I think that really helps connect with that person and build that relationship. The second point that Toastmasters International makes is about creating and building people. And while it sounds pretty hard, I think all of us almost are doing that to each other. Right? Small example. Some of you obviously would know Shivani, who's part of this, or used to be part of it, this very same, still is part of this club. She was one of the first people to hear my Tiger speech when I went on to become very famous. And she told me right after that speech that, look, I think it has a potential of going all the way. Back then I didn't even know what that really meant. And she gave me a few tips, and we didn't know each other that well. She told me about the usage of the stage, voice modulation, those kind of things as well. And I would never forget that because that was one of my first experiences. This is just one example, but there are very many such other examples. I've been sitting right back there. In my B3 speech, I clearly remember, obviously you would probably remember now, the tips he gave me on language usage, grammar, not just that, every Toastmaster meeting that happens, be it even at the area, division level, he's always, whenever he's there rather, he would always make it a point to tell you, what can be better. And I think that there's nothing else that can be a better example of building, of creating, of nurturing people and taking them to the next level. What else Toastmasters International says about motivating people? It says motivation also means providing opportunities. And I think Toastmasters itself is a pseudo name for providing opportunities. How many opportunities all of us have? Tons of them. It's totally up to us, right? Not just about speaking on the stage, but playing different roles, be it at our own clubs, at all the various area contests. For myself, I remember from oration, where Sunil was a winner, to now eloquence, when Nishant is was a winner. At that event as well, there have been plethoras of opportunities. And I remember Brilliant is one person, again, going back, because for me, I think that journey takes me back always to my first year, where I remember still writing to Brilliant about something, and I thought back then that he's the district director level, and even back then, I think something equivalent to that he wouldn't have time to respond to me. But he did, and even to date, it has never happened that you write to him or you call him. Even if he's busy, he's never responded back to you or not given you time to speak about it. And I think that's a great quality that all of us, can provide each other. And that's how really you create opportunities for each other. Anyway, enough said about me. What about you? What do you guys think motivation is? What do you think, motivation for you is as a Toastmaster? What motivates you?
Learning.
Learning? Anyone else?
Getting over your hesitation.
Getting over your hesitation, stage fear. Someone else?
Getting to speak.
Getting to speak, yes, that itself is an opportunity as well. There are a lot of factors. See, motivation for people are different things. I was hoping for some funny answers as well. Even money is a motivation for people. Praise is obviously motivation for people as well. For those of us in corporate world, what else is motivation? Promotions are motivation as well. I think for most of us, sorry.
Yeah, so my intention was to tell you that getting to speak once when you are married.
Yes, we already spoke on martial arts, so yes, those kind of opportunities as well. But what I would also say as Toastmasters, for us to get that recognition, and subconsciously I think we all want it, but we may not spell it out, both on stage and off stage is really what motivates, right? All of us. Okay, so having said that, I think the final section, what is it that all of us, or each one of us can take back with us, as being great motivator to our fellow Toastmasters, as well as a lot of guests around here, right? Who would want to become tomorrow Toastmasters as well? There are two things distinctly that Toastmasters International speaks about when it comes to motivation. Okay, first is reward, and reward immediately. Back in the days, one of my previous bosses had mentioned this to me, and I never forget this. He said, commend in public and reprimand in private. And I never forget this. Why is it so important? If you're doing well, and I think all of us have this experience with Toastmasters, right? Am I wrong? That when you do something great, everybody tells you about it, applauds you, but people will walk up to you individually and tell you, what, this was great, but I think you can do this better. Why do we have these, chits flying around? That's precisely for the reason. We want to ensure, that the message that you get in terms of constructive feedback is passed on softly because it serves well that way. And yet, obviously, you do all the flowery things that keeps a person going to come to the next meeting to give the next speech, right? What are the other things you need to do? The second thing that they say, reward only what you think is the right behavior and do not reward anything which is not a right behavior. One simple example, you may have a great speaker in your club, somebody who does very well even at the district level, but that person always walks in late to the meeting. And if our approach to that is that, look, it's okay, this person is a great speaker, we need this person, doesn't matter, let him walk in 20 minutes after the start of the clock for the club. That's not right. That's not setting a right example for everybody around us as well. Secondly, think about it in context of when you have your exams, right? You have allotted 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour exams. Can you walk in half an hour after the schedule? Maybe you can, in some schools. But mostly you cannot. Because that's the allotted time which is given to you. We all have to work within our boundaries that make us stronger and more capable and skillful Toastmasters. Right? And that is why it is important as well that we play within the boundaries. Does that say enough about motivation? Are we missing anything else in terms of what else needs to be done? So as someone said, nothing motivates more than motivation itself. Isn't that right? So if you are motivated, I think Hasnain gave a wonderful example about that as well. What is the theme of the day for us? Choices and compromises. So end of the day, it is our choice. And one of the things that I shared with him as well, even when we say we don't have a choice, we do have a choice. We have a choice of opting out. So that is where you motivate yourself by doing the right thing, picking the right thing, and motivate yourself, motivate others. Alright, thank you so much.
Now we will be going to the next section of this meeting. We'll go to the next section of the meeting, which is called as evaluations, where evaluators give the feedback, what they like, and what are the areas for improvement. And believe me, in my journey of Toastmasters from past 4 years, this is one particular area where I have got feedback from evaluations have helped me to improve. There are two things the way you can improve. One is learning from your mistakes, and second is getting a feedback, concrete feedback from evaluations. I'll just share with you one particular example how I have learned from my mistakes. Earlier I was very casual when I used to write emails about my spellings, grammars, and some of you who know me from last 4 years will vouch for that. One day I have written a mail to the branch manager stating that regional head has agreed to sit outside his cabin, and I misspelled this word sit to shit. And it went out like this, that regional head has agreed to shit outside his cabin. And there was such a big embarrassment, but then I started saying that I cannot make such mistakes. I am not allowed to make such mistakes. And when you start getting into that discipline that you cannot go wrong, and every time you are getting into that situation, there's something which tells you, subconscious mind tells you, that look buddy, last time you was here and you made a mistake. So you cannot go wrong over here. And for me, that one thing is that every time when I'm typing the email, I check it 5 times before sending, especially when the word sit is mentioned over there. Now I'd like to move on to the next segment of this meeting, and I'd like to invite Toastmaster Arvind, who is the general evaluator for today's meeting, to take ahead with the proceedings of this meeting. Please give a very big hand to Toastmaster.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My duty as the general evaluator is to evaluate proceedings of this meeting. And to help me with this task, I do have a couple of role players. But before we begin with the task, may I call upon the timer to explain the timings for the evaluations, please?
When the speaker reaches 2 minutes, I will display the green card. When the speaker reaches 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will display the yellow card. When the speaker reaches 3 minutes, I will display the red card. The speaker has 30 seconds grace time before the green or after the red card is displayed to the end the speech in order to qualify for the vote. I will report qualifying time when order of end.
So every evaluator here has 2 to 3 minutes speech time to evaluate the speech. May I now call upon the press speech evaluator, Pratibha, to evaluate Mahesh's speech.
It is said to start something, you should not be great, but to become great, you have to start first. General evaluator and fellow Toastmasters guest, especially Speaker Mahesh. You were supposed to break the ice, but today you sold the ice to Eskimos. Even kudos to Speaker Mahesh. Let's applaud. Speech. I'll be evaluating your speech on 3 P's. First is pledging points, and my second P stands for pondering points and presentation points. Now, pledging points are contents. You started with your current job, qualification, family background, and the pattern, as the title says. You kept the audience hooked during the different phases of this battle, and which made you feel the confidence. You were confident right from the beginning to end. And the presentation points, you use very small sentences which are suitable for people, and your even the transitions also, different stages, use of state was very effective. Now, to enhance the speech value, I will suggest that to include some more your personal stories from how, and just tell us from where you want to be in the next 5 years. So then it will be this better also. Over to you, all of us.
We are now have Toastmasters for all evaluating Namita's speech.
That's it. The best way to make the audience trust you is to present your own problem. A well-fed politician can't state a problem for a hungry farmer. And Anita, you hit the nail on the head. When you started with your own problem. And what better way than asking questions? I was just relaxed in my chair, and then suddenly you asked, do you sit for long? Are you stressed in the day? I started moving towards the edge of the chair. Yes, I'm related to that. Yes. And then you said, you had a severe problem. Arms going numb, lower back, neck pain. Oh yes, I relate to that. 1 month back I was down with slip disc. Oh yes. I am sure all of you, some other time must have gone through this and relating to what Namita is saying. And then you took the tempo up. Oh my God, I thought it's something like, do I have a terminal disease or something like that? And then we were also wondering, oh my God, what are the tests going to reveal? And then it dropped down. It was just some vitamin deficiency, B12. And we started thinking, oh yeah, such small deficiencies can create such big problems. Yes, I am interested in what Namita wants to say. Namita set the stage for us and we were attentive. Namita, you are on your way to become a seasoned speaker. You present your work very well. And you also mentioned to us that D3 causes bone density loss or pain or whatever, you know. And then B12 causes depression and lack of loss of vision and all these things. I feel till this point we were listening, but as far as I know, D3 and B12 problem is a very, very serious thing. I exercise 4 times a day, I swim in the sun, but I still suffer from D3 and B12. It is a very serious problem. Somewhere your speech lacked that emergency and emotion. That's what I felt, which after your speech, I didn't want to take it as my number one priority. So, your call to action was amazing. You should start exercising. When are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Call to action. And the only thing, little bit, which was lacking in your speech was that emotion or that sense of seriousness that this is a very serious problem, though it's a very small vitamin deficiency. Emotion, I've seen you in your contest speech also. There's a lot of emotion you can display, you have the potential to display, but somewhere it was lacking. But all in all, a very good speech, and I'm sure I'm going to go and check my D3 and B12 levels, take tests. How many of you are convinced I'm going to do that? Yes. And Namita, that's it.
Thank you, Parag. And may I now call upon Sunil to evaluate Toastmaster Hastin's speech.
My boss once asked me, who's more stupid, me or you? I said, everyone knows you never had stupid people. The choice of electing me to hire entertaining speech reminds me when I visited a psychiatrist, and after the first meeting, the psychiatrist was not visible because he was consulting a psychiatrist. Entertaining speech, which is the forte of a speaker, and he started well, and I knew now he's going to unleash the entire journey of Toastmasters when he began with the quote of of Helen Blanchard. Thank you for informing me. I think her husband, another very famous Blanchard, is a very famous speaker, and I didn't know probably they're related to each other. And he said, as many words, that Toastmasters is an addiction. This word never comes in the dictionary of Toastmasters. And then Aslan began his journey of entertaining people. What I really fascinate is the array of words and sentences and the tatters and the batters and the shatters that come. I don't know how we feel when we hear this. That was not interesting. The speech objective said that you must relate personal experiences. And for the first few, when he narrated a speech from the various speeches, and very vividly he remembered, I forget the speeches, but I don't know if he called up the speakers again or he was making notes. But he vividly remembered the takeaways of the various speeches that the speakers had given me. But the best you say for the last, when he fell into the arms of his wife. Because that's the only way you can land there. So that meant that the journey was complete. It didn't only talk about Toastmasters or talk about a personal journey. The humor about being swayed by the crowd, you wanting to make posture, and Ramzan going on to know even more appropriate. I thought the speech had a lot of good things. A word to pick hairs. What you would have done better? I thought the speech needed a little more structure. While it was a vivid collection of various episodes, I wish you had strung them into a story where you started a journey and like everyone in the end looks for everybody and reaches home. You reach there. And I thought only if you had brought about a little breather, a link, a bridge between the stories, it would have been harmonized better. Overall, I think the speech was wonderful, and to the back, you could have said what Vincent Churchill said. I have taken more out of alcohol than what alcohol has taken out of me.
And may I now have
Toastmasters only 3 minutes 14 seconds.
all three speakers qualify? It's 2 to 3 minutes, 30 seconds on this side. It's okay. Please vote for the best evaluator. You have a little ballot sheet, and it's in the third, fourth one, each ballot. The fourth one, the best evaluator. Once you have done that, please pass the ballot to the person on the aisle so that somebody can collect.
two and one short pause. Toastmaster Ashley, nothing. Toastmaster Pinky, two and two you know. Toastmaster Star, 2 hours, 1 word, 1 line, and 1 you know.
Thank you. We now call upon the grammarian for this report. So he had a wide area of instances of good usage. These included choice controls the user, financial crunch, greenfield implementation, repercussions, all bestow, short of pain in the neck, unannounced fatigue, knife enough, listen intently, prodding, elegantly undulating belly, stray dog ambles by, attitude of gratitude, wave of humanity, stenches emanating from orifices, battered ego and shattered clothes, ascending the last flight of stairs, mad flutter in my heart, all the strength that I could muster, and lastly, a bridge between the stories. Certain instances of usages which can be improved. I am here for that same reason should be I am here for the same reason. Which one have I chosen should be which one have I chosen. Insurance guy would better be insurance professional. More than lakh rupees loss should be more than a lakh rupee loss. Strike which was impacted should be strike which impacted. 2 feet of water should be 2 feet of water. In public speaking should be enhanced public speaking. Accident person should be the person who met with the accident. Plethoras of should be plethora of. Those of us in the corporate world should be those of us in the corporate world. And lastly, speech lack emergency should rather be speech lack urgency. Thank you. We've already heard from the other evaluators, and now it's my turn to evaluate the meeting that we had today. The meeting started on time at 6 o'clock. I was happy to see the board had already been done up when I walked in. And yes, we did have a little bit of late coming because of certain urgency that happened. Or else we would have had the ballots distributed much in advance. That's the normal practice. We have the ballots and the feedback kept on each chair much in advance. But this had a scramble. The Sergeant at Arms began the meeting. I would request that any Sergeant at Arms taking up the role, please do not say, I am going to read the mission. You have to say, this is the mission. It may be read, it may be said, but this is the mission. Please do not say, I'm going to read the mission. You may read it, but do not say, I'm going to read the mission. I am going to announce or say the mission of the tribe. The Sergeant at Arms handed it over very nicely with an introduction to the press. It so happens that sometimes you do not have the president coming here to be the next person taking out. It could be the vice president of education as well. But the best way to say it is the presiding officer. The next person who comes in here would be the presiding officer. He could be the president, he could be the vice president, or he could go lower down on the EXCOM. But the word should be presiding officer. The presiding officer, who incidentally happened to be the president, started off wonderfully, giving an example and setting the tone for the meeting. He also invited, wonderful to see so many guests here, and he asked the guests to come up and introduce themselves and make them comfortable and understand why they are here. The presiding officer should be careful when you use your hands, we see that it doesn't sound a clap, it comes. I'm making you aware because you are not. When you bring your hands together in the course of your speech, it should not sound, because today you do not have a mic. Were you to have a mic, it would have amplified and disturbed the talk. So arrange to avoid this one. The grammarian did a good job. I found that he was a keen listener because he did bring out the various aspects of his job, and that's one thing that we learn in Toastmasters when we take up a role. This is one part. You wonder how you would develop yourself as a leader, and this is one way where listening skills are improved. And this listening skills can be improved when he gives the report. I would like to say one thing that I found. There were no pronunciation errors. You couldn't, alright. You said knave. It's naive. The pronunciation should be naive. And that's what Namita said, naive. But I heard you say knave. I'm just bringing it to the notice of everyone. It's naive. We then come down to the Toastmaster of the day. Wonderful. Wonderful theme, personal stories. That's where the connect comes in. When you have a personal story, you have gone through the experience, that comes out in your voice, in your emotion, and you get connected with the audience. Wonderful speech, wonderful way of taking on certain things that I would like. Please do not divulge which speech the person is going to deliver. Just mention that you call for the evaluator, and the evaluator will say the speaker is attending a project from wherever, and these are the objectives. Do not give the name of the speaker in advance. Let there be a little element of mystery, because you've already asked the question based on the theme, and then you would introduce the person with that theme. So let the evaluator read the objective, then you begin with the introduction and call the speaker, then give the title very clearly, because it is very important for the audience to know the title. Because once, whether you understand what the title is and the content of the speech, only then can you connect. So the title of the speech has to be said twice, very clearly. The other thing that you do is, once the speaker is here and you shake hands, you have passed control to the speaker. Please ensure you do not cross the speaker. You have to move from behind the speaker to wherever you are. The other thing again is, do not show your back to the audience when you move. If any of you have noticed, I've walked sideways like a crab going outside. That's because I do not want to show my back to the audience. As far as possible, walk away without your back to the audience. The art counter did a good job. I found that you lacked a little enthusiasm. Why? Are you nervous? You're not doing the job. You're not here for the first time on stage. Are you? No. You have been here before. What happened? Is there something that you felt frightened about? You were nervous. Why? Why were you nervous? We are all here to help each other. We are all here to help each other. And none of us had daggers in our hand, right? We're all here to help you. Please do not get nervous. You have to let the audience know what the report is. You just went through it. I hardly noticed anybody knowing how many times, because people want to know how many times they have said something that they should not. Because once they know that I have uttered this word or I've made this mistake so many times during my speech, I will reduce it the next time. So your job is to let them know this many times. So be loud. Time Masara, you did a good job, wonderfully done. And now for some general thing that I would like to say is that we, in Toastmasters and attendees, we have a lot of guests here. We have three parts to a normal meeting. Today is one which is a little abnormal because we have the elections here. There are three parts to the meeting: the prepared speeches round, then you have a table topics round where anybody is just called on stage, given a topic, and the person has to speak for between 1 to 2 minutes. We didn't have that today because we're going to have the elections. The Toastmaster year begins from the 1st of July until the 30th of June. And so we have the elections for the next executive committee that comes in to hold and take the club forward, to govern the club for the next year. We should be careful when we say, I will ask his evaluator to read the objectives. The speaker is not being evaluated, the speech is being evaluated. So you have to be careful when we say, we will ask, may I request the evaluator to read the objectives. So do not say his evaluator or her evaluator, it's the speech that is being evaluated. We had a wonderful educational session. It's actually a part of something called the Better Speaker series, and that's an educational session. Toastmasters has an array of educational sessions that have to be taken in club, which is about 10 to 15 minutes. This is one part of it. There are educational sessions for how to begin to speak, where to look for topics, body language, gestures, voice modulation. These are educational topics that are delivered by competent Toastmasters as part of their leadership program. This is for the benefit of the guests that we have here. I found that the meeting was wonderful today. There are a lot of entertaining speeches. I do hope that you all enjoyed it. Did you? Yes. Thank you very much. And over to the Toastmasters.
Please give a big round of applause for Toastmasters. Coming to the end of my role play, I just like to share my experience. My experience in life. In my experience, one person you have to convince is yourself. As they say, leaders communicate the same thing 1,000 times. And the one phrase which I like, and I have communicated so many times, but I am going to say it again. They say that sow a thought, you reap an action. Means everything starts with your thought process. Your thoughts interpret your action. Sow an action, reap a habit. So when you do something continuously, it becomes your habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Which means, if you are having a positive habits, you are a positive person. If you are having a negative habits, you are a negative person. And so a character, reap a destiny. Which means, are you doing your best when no one is watching you? Are you giving your 100% when no one is watching you? When you are doing right, when nobody is watching you, you will raise little bit in your own eyes. And when you are doing wrong, when nobody is watching you, you will fall down little bit in your own eyes. As they say, reputation is what people think about us. Character is what we know who we are. And this can be totally two different things. Character is something what we won't do, even if we know we don't get caught. We'll still not do. What do you do, President? Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul.
choices and compromise. And the word abstemious, I can only think of an array of desserts in front of me and me compromising on how much I can stuff on the plate. How did you all find the session? Good. Good. Enjoyed the speeches? Yes. Enjoyed the evaluations? Yes. That's what Toastmasters is all about. Can we have some guests come up here and tell us what they felt about this meeting? You lady.
So first I would like to introduce myself. My name is Karishma Gupta. I'm working with Rustam ji as a research associate. Now coming towards the session, it was a great session. I learned a lot of things and I would like to be a part of Toastmaster next time. So I would like to stand here as a Toastmaster next time.
Someone from this side, someone who hasn't spoken? Ladies, raise the hand.
Being around people always energizes me and galvanizes me, propels me to so much of positive energy. Smiling. Hi, my name is Reena De Silva. I'm a speaker, a learning facilitator and a coach. I love speaking and people have to tell me stop. So I enjoyed the session, meticulously planned, the structure was impeccable. All the speakers, hats off to you, right from the first to the last. And beautiful, amazing experience. I would like to be a Toastmaster and be a part of it. Thank you so much.
One more guest. Results are in my hand, so you can hurry up. Please.
Very good evening. My name is Anshul Gupta. I am a digital marketer by profession. This is my second meeting here, and the last meeting was awesome. And this is also, and this speech was great, good. It's really motivating. And one man, Mr. Agrawal, I love you, sir.
For the results, the best speaker today is going to get this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. He's the one who delivered the speech which scared me the most because he had a dog standing nearby. It's Hasre!
You should relax.
In the book.
Book also.
One second. Don't worry.
Is it book? Book.
And the best evaluator who has found a new love today. Toastmaster Sunil. We love you, Sunil. Thank you. With this, we come to the end of this meeting. The next meeting will be held on June 24th. Yes, June 24th. And Anand, you can contact Anand for the speech slots and role plays. Thank you. We will be having a bio break for 5 minutes, after which the members can assemble once again for the elections. The guests request you all to register so that you all will get the information from Atul on the next, how to enroll on the next meeting going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.